Go.
Good evening, all. Tonight we're back for another round of D&D. It looks like we've got a full house as well. Is that 5 adventurers? 5 keen, brave adventurers I see in front of me. Where should we start? Shall we recap? Recap. We adventured in Nightstone. That was a long time ago now. It feels a long time ago. We went to Daggerford. We met a lady who needed some help with some Visanti travellers. The guys met the Visanti travellers and somehow ended up in Ravensloft. Pretty standard. They haven't set fire to anything just yet, which is always a good start. But at the moment, they find themselves in the village of Barovia. In the inn, the Blood on the Vine tavern, even. So that's where we start. So we have got a full house. I'm trying to remember who was here last time and who wasn't. Luke, were you missing last time?
Yes, mate.
Right. So we're gonna bring Luke in. Was everybody else here then? Everybody else was here.
There was only 3 of us last time.
And he was found in the back of a cart.
Yeah. I was drugged.
And
sounds like a great Saturday night.
It was great. I didn't remember a thing.
Well,
he just woke up in Ravensloft.
Yeah, and the bruises and tearing will fade in a while.
They were healing quick.
Healing quick. That's what you could ask the cleric to help you out. I remember he did last time. That's the whole point. But anyway,
I have healing hands.
Got a great Navy joke, but I'll leave it.
Is that the joke?
Right, let's move on.
Let's not get into that, shall we? Right. So, I think you've basically we'll bring Luke and James into it in the next section. But what we'll do right now is 2 episodes. That's a bit harsh. No, we'll bring him in. We'll bring him in very shortly. But 2 episodes. Make me sit there for 2 episodes. No, you're nearly here. So we'll bring those characters in shortly. But at the moment, you guys were in Blood and Vine Tavern. You decided to stay there.
It was a shithole.
And it wasn't necessarily a shithole.
It was nice.
1 star.
The barkeep was a douchebag.
And the bed was uncomfy.
Well, you haven't got that yet, so...
I have. We had a nightmare. I had a nightmare.
After you had a
nightmare as well, didn't we?
Yeah, because Mark, the burger master,
yes,
wanted us to transport his half-sister.
Yes.
Oh, we took it first.
Adopted his sister, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's Mark the Lesser was wanting you to help him ship his sister away from Strahd, as he's got his eyes on her. His sister Irina. You guys have slept and had a nightmare as well, didn't you? Which was you imagined.
Oh yeah, that was creepy.
Yeah, that was how I ended it, wasn't it? The vampire. And,
yeah.
So that's it. Right. So next morning you wake, and there's a cart outside of the inn.
Well, the first thing I'm going to say is turn to Andy and Matt and go. Oh, sorry, what's your name? Brigo and tell them go there and fuck off last night, gents. And then I explain the dream.
Explain the dream to them. So
yeah.
Okay.
I'd be like, I had the same dream.
No way.
And I also had that.
Except I was in it and not you. I mean, you were in it, but just not in the same way.
Try to see if I can get to them. What I'm trying to do at the moment is just pull up your character sheet so I can see if I can get up.
That is actually, you know what? That would be a really helpful thing if I had my character sheet.
Oh my days!
Oh, here we go.
Can't take him anywhere.
It was on charge. My character sheet was uncharged.
Worst adventurer ever.
See, the last
That's
time
right.
it was Chris, but now it's Matt. What's happening?
It's because my mic wasn't working. Everything was. I wasn't prepared.
All we're hearing is excuses.
That's all you'll get from me, mate.
So Brago and Drovic and Azazar awake in the morning to find a cart parked outside of the inn, and you've explained your dream of seeing basically what could possibly be an important character stood watching over the village.
Oh, wasn't that me?
Smiling.
No,
Because you don't smile, Matt, so it wasn't you.
Fair.
it wasn't you. Wasn't you. So, what next steps are you guys taking?
Well, I'm gonna have breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I agree.
I'm going to investigate the cart.
Okay. In the back of the cart, you find a cleric and a wizard.
Have they got the pants on?
Naked.
Spooning.
And then you recognise them as Gert and Victor. No, they were not spooning. They're topping and tailing. But anyway, no, you and then obviously tough on a human is really not topping and tailing. But no, but you find the two in the back of the cart. And I'll tell you how you got there, Gert and Victor. Basically, you two were travelling along, and you were invited into a camp, a nice hot fire and a camp by some lovely looking travelling types. The next thing you realise is you wake up in Barovia, in the village of Barovia, the next morning, not really knowing how you got there, other than you drank a lot of wine.
Don't drink the wine.
Yeah.
I drank the wine. That was fine.
There was lots of dancing and lots of wine, and that's how you got there. So I'm just going to hook you in like that because I can't bother to work out anything else. So there you go. So
It got you there. That's fine.
yep, the party of five are together in the inn.
I feel like we're unbeatable now.
Gert, obviously you got Gert the dwarf cleric, Victor the human wizard.
Okay.
You got Drovic the dragonborn paladin, who's brothers to Brago. Sorry, not Prego. It's a different thing altogether. A ranger, and you've got Azanzanza, the human rogue. Now, all sat round the table for breakfast.
Yum.
Nom 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 nom. I feel refreshed.
You
I feel
have
full.
hit points are back to normal. All your magic's back up and running. You've had a long rest, obviously. Nothing untoward happened during the night. So,
Yay!
Do you want us to sort out our spells now? You do it after every long rest, don't you?
well, just have a look at your spells and see if you want to sort anything out.
I've only got 2.
Yeah, so it's up to you if you want to change anything in there. Same for you, Victor, and Gert, if you've got anything you want to change as well, mate.
Right, while they're doing that, I'm going to walk out into the street and look at up and down. Is that woman still crying in the house?
Oh, not Mad Myrtle or whatever she's called.
Moaning Myrtle. Oh wait, different person.
Mad Mary, I think you.
That's
Damn
the
it,
one.
so close.
You come out. I mean, it's daylight-ish now, as described before. The world of Ravensloft is kind of constantly foggy, overcast, if not stormy and raining. Today, at least, it's not raining, but the ground is still wet from the rain from the previous days. There's a grey kind of pall over the sky with no real sunlight showing through. It's daylight, but not that great. There's smoke lazily coming out the chimneys of certain houses, and it seems slightly less intimidating than it did the night before. Coming outside of the Blood and the Vine Tavern, to your north, you can see basically a large building a church-like building. To your east, there's more housing coming out towards the other side of the village, and probably quite a few rows of houses out over. And then to your south, you can see another large building, which is the mercantile shop, which is selling certain adventuring gear at base prices, as you noticed before. And further away to the south is a large, what looks like a mansion or a hall as well in the village, on the edge of the village. But basically, you've got that's a kind of an all-round view of what you can see. Other than that, lots of houses, some boarded up, some not. Nobody out on the street at the moment. It's quite early on in the day.
Is there still claw marks on the boarded up houses and stuff?
Yeah, there's claw marks milling about. There is boarded up houses. There's still rustling and shuffling in some of those boarded up houses. You can hear from where you are. Obviously, there is still a kind of sobbing, crying noise coming from Mad Mary's house.
Such a whinger.
Yeah. I mean, she hasn't quite got over losing her daughter to something. Or
I was going to say she did lose a daughter.
Get over it.
Yeah. So, are you really in character now, aren't you, Matt? It's quite good. Yeah. So we are. So, but you've obviously. Ismark isn't about at the moment. The lesser he isn't about. He's disappeared off. So, but I'm sure he'll be back later on.
Can I see any claw tracks on the floor? Like in the wood?
There's lots of ruts, muddy puddles. There's some. If you make some kind of tracking test? What is that?
Survival.
Which one is it? Survival.
Or nature, maybe.
Nature. I want to go on nature.
+3. 22.
22.
Ooh.
Yeah. You can see in there. There's like pad prints from like a wolf type creature in there as well. So there's pad prints. There's horse hooves. There's ruts. There's children's feet, and there's just generally a mix and going in different directions.
Can I understand which way they came in?
They've come from different directions, but some are leading towards the church. I think is the best description. So there's stuff up towards the church.
So, gents, we're not going to the church.
Well, we don't end up burning it down anyway.
No, Victor, we save church.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
I mean, I do have a spell. I don't know if it's worth using now.
We
But
are
it's
the church
It's
present.
detection of evil and good.
Okay.
So if I use it, I can find elementals, fae, fiend, or undead within 30 feet.
Right. Okay.
Mate, we can see 30 feet.
Yeah, but I can see behind like walls and barriers and things like that.
In the houses.
But I can detect them, yeah.
Mm.
Spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 foot of wood or dirt.
It's unfortunate every house in this village is made of lead, isn't it? No, that's fine. Yeah. So within 30 feet of where you are, you can sense that there's buildings around you which do contain undead.
Okay, wait, it lasts for 10 minutes as a spell, so I'll cast it and use a spell slot.
Yeah. And as you walk, I'm guessing it goes with you as a 30-foot radius.
Yeah, if it follows me, yeah.
Yeah, for 10 minutes.
Quick run around the whole village in 10 minutes, do a lap.
Well, obviously I'll tell you guys and go, there's evil things.
How many?
How many?
What are they?
How many do I sense?
Well, you can sense that the house opposite, there's 2 houses opposite Mary, between the ones with smoke coming out the chimney, and one of those, the one directly opposite Mad Mary's house, is you can sense there's undead creatures in there. 2 seconds. I shall tell you how many in a many seconds.
I sense undead things. I'm just checking. I'm using the force.
I'm just going to look at you and be like, that's just gross, that you know that.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's, I mean, just trying to work. Oh, where are his houses? There we go. Where are his houses gone?
It's magic. Might want to look into it.
I've got a bit, but it's not my forte.
Yeah, well, I breathe lightning. What do you do?
Breathe lightning as well.
Oh my god!
It's like
Yeah,
my brothers.
We're like my brothers.
it's like there's 4 undead once you two get your little party off. There's 4 undead in the house opposite, in the house opposite where Mary's house is.
Okay, I relay that information to the rest of the party.
I think that's quite interesting. Should we have a look? Should we go? Like a morning warm up.
We're just gonna limber up.
Yeah.
I've got an action called Turn Undead, which makes undead within 30 feet of me run away.
Well, that would be useful. We should go and...
We should use that if we're in trouble.
Well, couldn't you not like all stand on one side of the building? And I'll use the undead and make them all run outside into the wall.
Herd them out of the room.
I like the cunning ambush.
I love it. So is that what you're going to do?
Yeah. Yes.
Do it. Big Dad says fight in the house.
Am I doing that? Am I turning undead?
So do I have to make a saving throw of any type, or is it just against...
Wisdom saving throw of 12.
Right, let me just find undead in here a minute in my book. I'm just currently looking at unicorns, which isn't what I want. Dead.
My little pony.
Tell you, unicorns are the future.
Ooh.
Didn't we talk about unicorns last week as well?
Yeah, I'm going to breed them. That's what I'm going to
Breathe.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's strange. I've got vampires. I haven't got... BZZZ1, it's zombies. That's what I'm looking for, you fool. That's what I'm looking for. Right. Right.
I mean, I guess I'll draw my bow as well. Just
Drawing your bow? Any order?
I'm cocking me hand crossbow.
Okay.
I'm using my axes one-handed and get my shield ready.
Okay.
Just in case.
So it's a wisdom saving throw of what's your attack value on your spell?
Just
Good.
say wisdom saving throw DC 12.
DC 12. Right, okay. Alright, so that's yeah, that's 2. That's right. I just rolled a 3, a 1, and a 6 on a D20. Jeez. Highest of all was 11. Right, so we all charge out the back of the building and then see you guys all stood there. So, roll for initiative, I'm guessing. That's my next.
oh,
Rolling for initiative.
9.
Okay.
11.
I also got 9.
I got 11.
And I think I've got a modifier for that. -1. Yeah, so 8.
8.
It's one.
I'm small.
What's yours? And the Zar.
4.
Did I get the highest with 11?
Yeah.
Looking at
Right,
me. What's Luke got?
Yes.
Luke? What initiative do you get?
He got 9.
I can't hear him. Why can't I hear him?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
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 I've been a fucking mute on this whole time.
Oh dear.
Some
That's
random
wondering-
jock just
you know what?
speaking to himself.
Do you know what? Like, I
thought
just
my
wonder
jokes
why.
were- My jokes
he's
are getting
bringing-
shite.
Yeah,
No one laughing.
strange that. Yeah, you used to that. Anyway, what initiative?
I got a 3.
3. Right.
Oh.
So the zombies come above there. All right. Okay. So, hold on. Oh.
Does it help that I know the rules from Zombieland?
Yeah. It will do.
Roger. Cardio.
Cardio.
I'm on it.
You forgot limber up first.
I did limber up. That was limber up stretching.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Double tap.
So
It's a great movie, that man. I love it.
the
Making a
zombies,
second one. So happy.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be fucking banging.
the zombies outscored you on 2 of them, and then obviously 2 of us are mixed in with you. So the first zombie is I'm going to say, what's your order of battle anyway? How you stood? You lot, who?
Reservoir Dogs.
I'm I'm completely out of the way of danger. Just saying.
Victor's at the front.
I'm at the wrong side of the house.
Yeah, you're at the wrong side of the house. Yeah, your actions are going to have to be get around the back of your house and help out and probably heal these idiots. But
nah, I'm just going to shoot.
right, so you're not going first. So it's Matt, Andy. Sorry, just use character names a minute. So I do apologise.
Lego.
It's got Brago, Drovic. I'm assuming Anazar is in the front rank as well.
No, I'm standing behind
Victor's
the Dragonborn.
Victor's taking up the
Just
rear,
one.
and obviously Gert is taking up the rear, and Gert is on the wrong side of the house. So, right. So the first one will take a swipe at Matt.
What?
Yeah, baby.
It's aiming for the guy with the worst part first.
Yeah. Gets a 16.
Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, wait. Did I not upgrade my armor? Apparently not. Yeah, that's fine.
Excuse me.
Yep. Is that through?
Yeah.
16's through. So you take 4 bludgeoning hits.
Where was this cunning ambush that we planned? 4.
I suppose, yeah, you guys.
Because we haven't even broken down the house yet.
Yeah,
They charged out the back.
they charged out the back.
Shouldn't they turn the bin running out the house?
Actually, I'll get you guys attack first because you should have ambushed them really, because they jumped out the back of the house and you guys are ready for them. So Matt, go first.
Such a lovely DM.
He is. He's way too nice.
We're gonna live forever.
16. No, wait. I plus 6 to that. 22.
Yeah,
That hits.
that hits.
I forgot what my longbow damage is. Haven't used it in a while.
You mean you haven't hit with it in a while?
Ooh. Apply water to sick burn.
Look who's back. Look, he's not mute anymore.
I'll put my mute back on.
Do you need some aloe vera for your burn?
I did 9 damage.
Wow.
Yeah, he's still standing like Elton John.
That was fucking amazing.
That sounds carry on.
Got to stop.
Right. So
It's Drovic, isn't it?
yeah, Drovic.
Okay.
Oh, bugger, I've lost my
There's 2 directly in front of you. Drovic. So that's up to you, won't you?
Cool. I might use my action to bless my weapon and make it a sacred weapon.
Okay.
So as an action, I imbue a weapon with positive energy for 1 minute.
Okay.
The weapon is considered magical, and I gain a +2 to attack rolls.
Nice.
And it emits a bright light for 20 foot, dim light for 20 foot beyond that. I can end it if I want to.
Right.
Or no longer holding weapons.
Okay.
And then I'll move just out of striking range from one of the zombies.
So he's moved slightly back, so that's cool. So over to Gert. Are you coming round the building to try and help out?
Probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose it.
So the building is about 20 feet long, so you'll get round the side of the building in your 30-foot move. But that's your action really for that turn. You do have a bonus action, I do believe, to carry out if you want.
But yeah, can I just run more?
A little bit more, yeah. You can come round the side and down the side next to Anazar, basically, and stand there. So if you joined the party as well.
Yeah, I'll just keep going.
Okay, so we've got a wall now of brave adventurers and 4 zombies. So, Anazar, you're
Crossbow bolt to the face of the closest one.
well. I wouldn't go as far as saying the face just yet. You haven't rolled a dice, but let's see how we go.
But one that's hitting the closest to Drovik.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yep.
15 plus 21.
Yep, that's through. So
To the face.
damage.
1d6 plus 4. 7.
Okay. 7.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah, just working out with that. Right. Victor.
I think I'll just rattle off a cantrip. A wee firebolt
Yep.
to. There's 4 of them coming at us, isn't there? 2 being hit.
Yeah.
Who's the closest one in danger? Like, I'll just fire at him.
Well, they're pretty much they've pretty much tumbled out the back of the house, out the back door. With there's like a row of 3 and one just behind them, just out the door. Obviously, these are all ranged attacks at the moment, so they've got another 10 so feet to cover before they get to you. So there's one guy in the middle at the front who hasn't been damaged yet.
So there's one guy in the middle.
So maybe
I'll hit that one.
There's a guy. There's a guy in each wing who's been injured, and there's one in the middle who isn't. So you probably want to go for him, maybe.
Will I get to spread it because it's fire?
How big is the effect?
I don't know. It's got this little fiery thing.
Fireball.
It doesn't really.
Is it a fireball? Magic missile fireball?
Nah, it's nothing Gucci. That's fine. We'll hit the middle one.
Yep.
Boom. 16 plus 4, 20. We got a 20. Not a natural 20, but just a 20.
Right. Cool. You've hit him. Roll for damage.
Just find my bloody D10. Which one's D10? That one. Watch out. Oh, for fuck's sake. 3.
Yeah. So he's slightly smouldering, but not
Slightly.
much an awful lot.
But he's on fire because I'm sure every zombie I've seen in a film is like catches fire.
Okay, he's on fire and he takes more damage. Well, another D10. Go on. Why not?
Yes. Don't ask, don't get.
Exactly.
So
we'll go now with initiative order. So zombie number 1, who rolled 17, will go towards Brago, and take a swing at Brago. Right.
Swing.
And misses. He rolls a 7. I'm sure it's below your DC.
It is.
Number 2, who got 13, will go towards Drovik, and he rolls a 7 as well. He misses as well. So he misses. And the third one, will take a run at Anazar and manage to roll a 1. I've done really fantastic. I'm a best DM because I can actually roll above 10, so that's always fantastic, isn't it? And the third one, we'll just start kind of moving out towards Gert. But is Gert's spell still in operation, by the way?
It stays active.
Is it a one-off? Is it a one-off thing? It doesn't have a time.
Alright, it's turned on for a minute or until they take damage.
Oh, right. So we've took damage.
Yeah, I've got that as well. Turn on holy. Yeah, I've got that.
Yeah. Okay. So number 1 and 2, actually number 3 and 4 shouldn't have moved yet. Actually, so yeah, that's a bit naughty of me. But now we're back around again to why did I write 11 there and say somebody's name? So Drovik, you're first in the initiative order with 11.
That's what I got. I got 11. That's probably 11.
Yeah.
I will just do a normal battle axe strike to the zombie in front of me.
Cool.
8.
Yep. Actually, hold on. Equals doesn't go through, does it?
Defense wins.
So it misses, is it?
It equals is miss, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah.
Anything else? Any other actions?
One
Yeah, but
of my bonus action is a two-handed weapon fighting, and I'm not using two-handed, so
you got the shield, haven't you? So you can.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Moving on to Brago.
I'm gonna draw my swords,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna swing.
Okay.
Nope. First one doesn't get him.
Yeah.
Oh wait, actually, no, I'm only +4, so that's gonna be it's a 10.
That goes
Yeah.
through. It
It
goes
does
through.
go through. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll see if that kills him first. I think it's D6. That's a 6 plus 2, so that's 8 damage on the first swing.
So he's still alive, but you've kind of
Jesus
hacked
Christ.
an arm off it.
And then the second sword, that's going to be 18.
Yep, straight through.
No +2 on this one, so another 5 damage.
He's dead. So.
Yeah, hackers on me to bits.
But actually, the first one gets to 0 DC, which means I have to make a Constitution save on it to try and see if it's alive or not.
Ugh.
Because it's undead.
Yeah.
because they be zombies.
I stab it in the face.
It's failed miserably.
Yeah, crumbles.
Headshot.
I'm going to make a DC 5 plus save, yeah? And I get +3 on my Constitution. I managed to roll a 2. Wow. Jesus Christ. So one's down. Everyone bats dust. So over to Good. Your turn.
One in front of me now, right?
Yeah, you're round the side. Yeah, you're ready to go. There's one coming towards you.
Would it hit me?
Want to hit him? Cool.
Use your plasma pistol, mate.
Totally charged.
So we need D20 roll.
Yep. That's 13. No,
Yeah,
15.
That's through. That's through. Yeah.
Do 1d8 damage. This one. 1.
Okay.
I think
Still.
Swarm.
Oh. And is that?
I'm going to draw both my daggers, and
Yep.
then I'm going to lunge. It's the closest one, which I'm assuming that's the one that Robix is involved with.
Yeah, it's yeah, and actually no, it's a one. There's actually now only 3 of them. There's one Drovik fighting. There's one that swung at you, and there's one moving towards Gert. So the one who's probably going towards you is probably the
Yeah, so I'll go for him.
okay.
So plus 20 for the first one.
Roll the damage.
2 daggers, mind.
Just roll the damage on the first one first, and we'll do the second one.
Right. And that is D4 plus 5. 7.
Right up, and the next one.
$12, and then D4 plus 5 again.
You don't get the +5 on the second attack.
I don't get the plus 5.
No, on the second attack you don't get the plus. You just get the dice roll.
So what do you get?
2.
2. So he's still going, but he's got like daggers hanging out of him and all sorts now. So
Chris,
cool.
just check the zombies don't have resistance to slashing damage.
No, they have resistance to poisons.
Okay.
There's no slashing damage issues here. Because they
it
are
might be
still,
weak against radiant.
unless the damage is radiant off them a critical hit, they make a Constitution save. So if you radiant damage them, obviously they don't get a DC critical hit saving throw.
Okay, that's cool.
So basically, if a damage reduces to 0, make a Constitution saving throw when 5 or more damage is taken. Okay, so yeah, basically, if he passes his DC saving throw, he goes to 1 hit remaining rather than dying. So
Sure.
because he did so much, right? Because he killed. Yeah, that's cool. I get that. Yeah, right. Okay. So background again. The zombie first one's dead. So zombie number 2 is in front of Drovic, and he takes a swing, and he gets a 1 because I'm going to throw this D20 out the room in a minute, and misses. Then it's over to Drovic.
Same again. Trying to smash him. A 10.
Yep, it's through.
It's a D8. 8
Right.
points of 8, 9, 10, 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
8 points of damage.
11.
11, sorry. So he's right down. Do you have a second attack?
I don't. No, it's just 1 attack.
Okay. Coming down the loop, that is Brago, your turn.
Who's closest to me now?
Probably the one next to your brother.
All right, I'll see he's struggling and charge in and help him out.
Hey, it's struck.
Don't you?
Do I get a bonus because there's 2 of us now?
No. You'll get advantage on your roll because you're attacking the side of it whilst he's attacking Drovic.
In that case, I'll take the advantage. Oh no, I won't. No. I got a 7. Right, second sword.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's better. Crit.
Shit, you made that up.
Yeah.
Try to redeem yourself.
Right. Unfortunately, it's because it's the second attack. I don't do as much damage.
You do double damage all the same though.
True.
What's the crit?
Be 2d6, no +2, but I'll also activate my Colossus Slayer, so I do an extra 1d8 at the end of it. Oh wow, that's 9, 17 damage in total.
17. So I make a Constitution throw, see if I can stay alive. I do. So he goes down to 1 hit point.
I'm going to fight that one.
Still... Yep, you go. So moving down, the one that's going towards Gert will now take a swing at Gert. Gets a 10. What's your DC?
14.
AC, sorry.
14.
14, thanks. Misses then. So he's gone. On to the other losers. Anazar.
Stab again with my daggers.
Cool.
Oh. Seven.
Wop wop.
Welcome to my life.
Second attack.
That was my second attack.
What did you roll in the first one?
The same.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, Victor.
Right, okay.
Help!
There's one in front of Drovic with Drovic and Brago fighting it.
He's
There's
almost
one
dead.
lumbering and trying to fight Gert. Yeah, he's almost dead.
Yeah.
The one near Gert is trying to fight Gert, missing each other, and there's one in front of Anazar, and they're kind of missing each other at the moment as well. So
I don't know who to rescue. You all need rescued.
We're good.
Oh, I'm good.
No, you are not. I'll take the one that's in front of Gert. We don't want
Right.
the healer dying.
no, we don't need a healer.
Nice magic hands there, big man.
Lay on hands on that.
Oh jeez, that knee came up my nose. Right, go for it.
I got an 8, so I'll beat his arm.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You beat his armor, yeah.
Yeah, I've lost my D10 again. Which one is it? Found it. Boom! I got a 5.
Right. Do you ever feel like these zombies should have been left alone, just to live in my house, and just you guys
No.
get on with your adventure?
No.
No, not at all.
Not for a second.
I'm not even,
not
I don't know even zombies in the house. That's
This
crazy.
is a warm-up. It's a warm-up, you know, just a bit rusty.
Yeah. Jesus.
I've been
It's
stuck
still
in
a-
a cart with a hangover for the past 2 episodes.
Yeah, you've been stuck in a cat with a dwarf and you. But
Yeah, exactly. Aye. He's a big dwarf, you know.
yeah.
I've got some pent up rage.
Right. So back round to my excellent zombie who stood in front of Jovic and takes a swing and gets a 14.
Is he
you
at
get any-
disadvantage because he's like surrounded?
No, we just get advantage.
You get advantage.
Okay,
not
well-
disadvantage.
My armor class is 18, so
Okay. You should. Why would you make me re-roll that dice then?
I'm just asking.
I'm just trying to double check if he does get anything at all. This book isn't in alphabetical order, which is
Remember,
kind of annoying.
if you're disadvantaged, you take the worst result anyway.
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, you do. Yeah, you don't forget the first one. We get +3, so I get 17. So it's still not. Is that not? That's not beating your armor, is it?
It's not no.
No, so that's okay. So he misses.
Bounces off my shield.
Yeah. Back to you, Drovic. There is a zombie in front of you. He's looking a
I'm
bit
gonna
worse
try
for
and-
wear.
Take like bad axe him to the skull. So
Okay.
a 9.
Yeah, that's through.
And then I do for 5 points of damage.
Yeah, he's dead. It's like head sliced in half. He just took the top off, took the top of his head off, like at an angle, like a jaunty angle. Like,
Can I say something awesome like the holy scepter or something like that?
it's up
Like-
to you. You say like. That's entirely down to you what you say.
Just gonna shake my head and be like,
So the holy light or something, and just take his skull off.
Okay. So
That happens after I take his head off.
right, as undead blood squirts all over you from his. Yeah. Anyway, let's not go there. Right.
And then, and then for my action, can I move up to the other
Yes.
remaining one, and then I'll just move him
Yeah.
behind him.
Yeah. So there's 2 remaining. You've moved in behind a pair of them. Okay. Break up your action.
gonna go help my real brother and go charge the one fighting their Sansa.
Ooh, my real brother. I like it. Right. Okay.
Because of the favourite.
24. No, wait, I only get +4 on that. 22.
Wow. So and that's through in a magnificent style.
8 damage.
He is gonna make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna swing my second sword at him as well.
He's down to 1 health with that one.
And another 22.
Yeah, it's straight through
And
again.
that's 2 damage.
Yeah, he's dead this time. Yeah, you got him that time.
Killed with 2 damage.
Swipe off the head.
Yeah. So there's only 1 left now, lumbering towards Gert, and he's down in the old. Right, so who's next? So Matt's gone. Gert, your activation, mate.
I'm diversion.
Bring him down.
18.
Yeah, through.
Yes.
And no higher than a 1. 6 damage.
Yeah.
That's better.
Nice. Good job.
In the kneecap.
So then it is the zombie's turn. The one that's left takes a swipe at you, Gert. Gets a 13. What's your armor? Oh, misses. And then it is
And
Anazar's. Go.
I'm going to chuck one of my daggers at the zombie that head towards the gate.
Okay.
That's 13.
Yeah, it's through.
Yeah, and that is 7.
Oof. That's him. Took a bit of damage as well, so that's good. And Victor.
Right, we all know I'm not really good with this spell crack.
I'm
So
going to fireball him there.
Who's going to hit with a stick?
yeah, I think I'm just gonna hit my stick. My quartz.
Just reminded Sean of the dead when he hits him with the fucking pool cue.
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining.
Don't stop
Me.
It's such a good time. Don't stop me. Don't stop me.
No, I'll use my light crossbow because I'm pretty good with this apparently.
Oh god, Gert, duck.
Everybody get down.
Yeah.
I'm already ducking.
You're all funny. What do I roll on for this again?
I believe it's
Strength? No.
No, just D20 plus your attack bonus.
yeah, attack bonus.
What's
What do
my
you attack?
attack bonus?
Could be agility, isn't it? For
Have you equipped that crossbow on your thing yet?
Yeah, it's on there.
It should tell you on your
under
attack.
actions. It should tell you.
Yeah, should have a hit / DC. It's under that.
Oh, where's the actions button? Oh, found it. Crossbow. Ah, right, +3. Got you.
There you go.
Right.
This is a good wee
Done.
bit. I like this.
Oh my
Great
god.
app.
How have we got through this many sessions? Oh wait,
Right, okay, right, I'm on it. Oh, how did that cock? That's weird.
it was a one.
Where's the one?
No. I'll take a picture and show you how it landed.
Can't say.
Right, anyway.
Anyway,
16 in total.
brilliant. Straight through.
D8 +1.
Come on,
Do him.
do him.
Fucking boom. 8.
Yeah,
It did, no?
straight out. Yeah, straight out. Just falls dead in front of Gert.
Sure.
Chin.
Good team.
Good team.
Well done, gents. We took out 4 zombies.
How the frick did you do that with a?
That's impressive.
I don't know. It just like obviously it landed in a wee groove. Anyway.
Fucking hell, Luke.
So I could have picked any one of them numbers, yeah?
You get all of them.
I get all of I.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So I've used a.
You round up.
Okay, this actions bit's really useful.
Really good. Isn't it?
Yeah.
I've been flicking through and all sorts of shit.
Holy shit, mate.
Right.
Honestly.
Right, first thing I want to do is pick up me weapons that I chucked about.
Okay.
I'm gonna go retrieve my crossbow.
There's an arrow if Brago wants it back as well in the zombie.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull that out.
It's just next to him because he misses.
I hit this time.
I'd like to loot the bodies.
I'm going to poke the closest one to me with the hammer. Just make sure.
Okay, fair enough. That's good. The dwarf is currently battering a dead zombie to bits, just in case. Whilst the paladin is currently, trying to loot
Is it
the
not
body.
wildly known that if you use like a healing potion on a zombie, it dies?
I think that's
Final
something,
Fantasy thing, isn't it?
something
That's
like that.
That's
happens.
just like fantasy for life. You should have just done that.
What did you have a green herb?
Go
Green-
like healing hands
mixed green and red, isn't it?
We don't want to
Green
mix
red.
you and your
What's it?
herb.
Blue
If you use
red.
healing hands, they die.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, you managed to fantastically beat four zombies to death. So,
I hope the town comes around and cheers.
Oh, I feel like it can take on the world.
yeah. So you now stood. You actually stood because you stood around the back of his building. It's the first time you noticed you actually at the edge of the village, and basically the village kind of disappears off into obviously there's this land behind you, and then the village is obviously in front of you now. So you're closer to the large mansion-looking house as well at the bottom of this road from where you stood. Now you can see that house was clearer.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How much time's gone by?
Well, you took about 6 rounds there. A round is equivalent to a couple of minutes, isn't it? I think so.
20 minutes.
Not long. I haven't took all morning killing these zombies, but
It felt like it.
you took a good 3/4 of an hour. I think is probably the best description. There's like a slight mizzle come over now, and it's just got a bit mistier again. You can't, and what you could see earlier on, you can't see anymore now. It's kind of got to the point where it's just kind of come back in again. The weather it's closed in a bit around here as well.
Did we explore the house the zombies were in, or we're just accepting that it's just not nice in there?
I mean, you could go in, but yeah, I don't know what you're going to find, really.
That smells in there.
A zombie baby because we've just killed its family. Terrible.
Actually, the zombies just killed were actually just really ill-dressed villagers. So
yeah, all from Barney.
yeah, the whole village.
Should we go check on my boy back in a minute?
Yeah, cheers, mate. Right. So, where do you want to head to now, really?
Let's go meet Mark.
Yeah, let's go find Mark.
Yeah.
So trying to find his marker. Yeah, right. Okay. So, so he's yeah. So basically, from what he told you the night before, he's the son of a burgomaster, and the largest house, as you can see in the village, is the one at the end of this road. So I think you could probably surmise that it's a mansion is potentially owned by somebody of noble heritage. So I don't know what you want to do. You want to go to the house?
Yes.
Yeah. I concur.
Okay. Oh, I can't see what light on. I was going to try and have a light on, but I can't. Are we looking
for like a bank? Say we've dealt with your pest problem.
You're carrying a zombie body to a mansion house. The one you've beaten the skull to a pulp.
I was going to say, is that the one you've tenderized?
Yeah, I'm attached to him now. I like him.
Fine, cool. Yeah. A weary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with a mindless precision. Weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls, the growth has been tramped down to create a path. All about the domain, heavy claw marks have striped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane, nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen.
So we are in Barney.
Pretty much. Friday night after some port. That's what I've heard.
Oh god dang.
Do you want to make a perception check?
20!
18. No. Yeah.
Roll the new laptop. 8.
No, wait. 15.
Oh, no, -1.
I can't add up.
13.
Okay.
No, 19. There we go. Finally got there.
Got a wooden spoon.
Who got highest?
I got the 20, mate.
Someone got 20, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, basically, you guys can see that the trampled weeds on a mansion, as well as scores of wolf paw prints and human footprints. It looks like the footprints are being made by zombies and ghouls.
On that note, I load my hand crossbow and take out my sword.
Did you say there was an old man?
No, old man.
What did you say was? What did you say was squatting down? Did someone squatting? No.
the house just sits in a weary. It looks weary and squats behind a rustling iron fence. So it's kind of just.
I thought you said an old man was squatting down behind the fence.
I
That's
wonder
me.
what he's doing.
I'm out of ideas.
Yeah.
Had a whole plan for that, but
No. So what do you want to do?
let's go knock on the door.
Okay.
You go then, Big Man.
Got it.
Go, Victor, go.
I'll get my lighter out.
So, as you knock on the door, there's a woman's voice inside shouts, "Go away!"
Oh, not another woman. Oh, come on.
Ah, here we go.
I remember the last one.
That's the one that Brago nearly filled in to death.
No, he tried to fill her in. He couldn't drop her. and then he left her at the side of the cabin. Jump and go and get her.
That was your fault as well.
I'm really laughing about you guys all left an orphan to die in a sand pit.
Oh, they pulled out of it.
Yeah. All right. Anywho, so what do you guys want to do? I mean, she's saying basically, "Go away, strangers, go away."
Let us in.
Why? Who are you?
We've come to
Fantastic
escort.
Five, isn't it?
I'm Batman.
What was that, son?
I've forgotten. What's the sister's name?
Oh, it is Imogen or something like that.
Yeah, that's Iriel.
Iriel.
I'm not telling you.
I know you're not.
Imogen?
What's your name, hen?
I'm not giving you my name, stranger.
Mine's Victor.
Go away.
No, just ask for
Get off.
Mark.
Get off my land before I call for the villagers to
Just
chase you out of this village.
ask for Mark,
Mark.
the Burgomaster.
Mark, wasn't he the son of them?
Well, yeah, he's the son of the Burgomaster.
Mark, the son of the Burgermeister, wanted us to escort his sister away from here.
Mark? There's nobody Mark. There's nobody called Mark.
What the fuck is his name then?
You bunch of losers. You haven't forgot to write it down, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I've written.
Right.
I've written Mark down.
Right.
Marek?
I think we have to have a pause
Dave.
have a pause in gameplay a second, and have a little conversation about what is expected of the level for your character. I expect you to write things down. No, anyway, I'll give you a little clue. It's like Mark, but has is at the front of it.
Is Mark?
His name was is Mark. Well done.
His name is Mark.
That's what we said.
Yeah.
She goes, "Is Mark? How do you know is Mark?"
I met him in the pub last night.
You met him in the pub last. You met me. You think I'm going to believe you? You saying to me that you met him in the pub, and that's your convincing thing. So what did he tell you? What did he tell you? Come on.
He told us that his sister was in trouble from Strahd and under threat from Strahd, and he wanted to get her away from here to a town that's over that way.
And they're not actually brother and sister. That she's
And
adopted.
also, yeah, she's adopted.
Oh, does she know that?
Oh shit.
Well, she must know, because if he's going to talk that openly about it, then you know.
I'm adopted.
Also, you don't have any relatives in the woods, do you?
I'll have a house full of pet zombies.
I hope my family down the street are okay.
Is that house opposite Mad Myrtle? Mary?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
They are fine.
you didn't send any friends out foraging like an episode before, did you?
Yeah. My three other brothers are out in the forest. They haven't come back yet. No, I'm
They're
not
resting.
No. But she does seem shocked that she's adopted. No, she doesn't. She knows that because of where she came in. No, but she's starting to ask more questions now. When she's you absolute clankers.
Well, who has a name called Ismark?
That's his name. It's just what I don't know.
His name is either Mark or
is Mark. What
Ismark.
Isn't it
My
Mark
name-
or isn't it?
My name is Mark. Is it?
And she says,
My
Isn't
name is
Mark.
Jeff.
she asks one final thing, and so if Ismark has sent you, what is my name?
You son of a bitch.
I've got
Emma.
Regina.
I mean, is it like is Tina? Is
You
Tina?
look She's like, no.
Isn't Mark?
Like, I almost believed that you I almost believed you guys, and now I think
I've had a few drinks.
I genuinely feel you're full of shit. No,
Right, listen, you don't want option 2 is bad for you, yeah? So it's been
option 2.
Have you ever seen a half lizard dragonborn punch a woman? Because it ain't pretty.
It's also really ineffective.
You just punch teeth out.
I'm quite strong.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought I was as well.
Can you make a who's doing the main talking here, and who's asking all the questions? Who's trying to get her out?
Who's best conversationist?
I mean, I want to do it just because I've been talking so far.
Okay, I'll lead it.
It's not the best role for it, but it's more fun.
Okay.
I'll whisper sweet nothings into your ear.
Make through the iron door. Yeah. Make a persuasion check for me, just.
Oh, I've got a +4 on persuasion.
4.
Yeah. She tells you to go and get Ismark, basically.
Where does he live?
And come back. He'll be in the village, she says. If you can come with him and convince me that you are here to help me, I'll let you straight in with him. So.
Oh yeah.
I think we should split the party. Some of us go find Ismark and some of us stay here.
I can sneak in the house.
No. Let's not frighten the poor girl.
Option 2.
Break the door down.
Let's also not punch her. Let someone go find Mark, but someone should just watch this house to make sure she doesn't go missing in the meantime.
Well, I'll watch the house and I'll just hide.
Is someone good at stealth?
Yeah, mate.
I'm okay.
Okay. Well, if you two go stealth and just sit like either side of the house, make sure she doesn't slip out the back door. The rest of us go find Ismark and come back.
All right. I'll watch the back.
Where was Ismark seen last?
In the pub.
Right. Let's go to the pub.
Do we have like a way of communication if something goes tits up?
Yeah, it's called screaming. Screaming.
Kakar. I like Kakar.
Remember the signal?
No, I'd suggest that you set fire to a building or something. That might be enough to.
No,
That's ridiculous.
I've got that. Can't set fire to a zombie, but I can set fire to a building.
Okay. So we've got 2 of the party staying behind, and the rest are walking up.
Is there any trees out the front?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a fence, there's a gate around the outside, so you can basically hide in the bushes on either side, kind of thing. Or
Right. I'm
Creepy.
gonna stealth into a bush.
yeah, she's
That's around my ankles.
Roll for it. I want to see you get a 1 and fall out.
yes. Let's see a quick roll for that, please.
I'll stealth.
What do you want? Stealth.
Yeah, stealth.
13.
I got 19.
Yeah, you're both are pretty stealthy and managed to get round and hide in a
The
bush.
wood elf would have fallen out of that.
You would have. Get away from my house, elf! Yeah, you would have brought the entire village down on top of you by now, I'm pretty sure. So the rest of the party are heading up towards the crossroads in the village again, I guess, and the tavern to try and find Ismark.
Yes.
I don't know what he looks like, do I?
He's
Jobbert knows.
He's a tip.
Who is Mark?
I'll describe him. His Mark is a typical dour Barovian. He invited the party last night to sit with him and have a drink. He's quite tall, kind of blonde and fair, quite pale. And the night before, he's wearing kind of like brown clothing with just generally just looking a bit dour and down, really. But
Like a vampire.
not a vampire, no.
So wait a minute. So what did we have to go and get this bird for?
Because he asked you, right? I'll explain, because the guys will have to explain to you what's going on, right? We want you to escort, and I'll tell her name now is Irina.
I said that.
No, you didn't.
I've just remembered her name.
I said is Tina.
No, it's Tina.
Right, it's with Irina.
Jesus.
Irina.
Like all the girls are named down in Devon is Tina. Anyway, yeah, he wants you to escort Irina to Valky, which is a settlement in the heart of the valley beyond the view of Castle Ravensloft. Something, yeah. So and beyond the reach of Strahd, who you know to be the Lord of Ravensloft and this land. He explains it's like moving Irina is a gamble, but she's vulnerable to Strahd at the moment when she's outside their home. But Valky is well defended, so he's hoping to get her away.
Isn't he nice?
And why didn't he come and help?
Because you guys went to bed. Obviously, the other two party turned up.
I guess we'll try back at the tavern, make sure he's either still there or ask if he's still around.
Yeah, ask the really helpful landlord.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll speak to the landlord.
Okay. So, the landlord explains he hasn't seen his Mark today, but he should be in later on. Basically,
How
he's
long
always in.
later on?
Do you know where he works?
What about isn't Mark?
He might be out. Isn't Mark and is Mark are both. He's out hunting or something at the moment. He'll be out in the woods, probably.
Fuck.
No, you haven't killed him. Don't worry.
That's all right.
I can't wait to find out that those characters are actually really important.
His day job's not zombie, is it?
Right.
Right. Okay. Who's with me? What are we gonna do? Are we gonna go into the woods or what?
I mean, we could go into the woods. It's like we can try and track him down. But if he's gonna come back, then do we just take like a short rest? And
Yeah, short rest in the tavern. With a
Yeah.
couple of brewskis. Yeah.
yeah,
So you can leave the other two members of your party sat in a drizzle in bushes while you
Yep.
have a beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they volunteered for it.
I mean, I would do the same. It's fine.
Okay. So, whilst you guys are sat in the tavern, what's he called? What's he called again? I keep forgetting his name.
Well, should have written it down.
I did, but I can't believe pronounce it. That's a problem. Anzar and
Grego?
There you go.
Rhaegar. That's him. That's the other one. You guys hear the sound of a small wooden wheels rolling across the cobbles.
Okay.
So, what do you want to do?
Just watch.
Where's it coming? Which way is it coming from?
It's coming from basically there's a if you where you guys are was a set of houses and another set of houses. It kind of sounds like it's coming from between those two sets of houses. You can't quite see it, but you can hear it.
Bring out your dead.
Now it's not the time.
I swear to God, if you just fall asleep and let that woman escape,
Don't you fucking dare.
I'm going to set fire to your socks.
I'm not asleep.
That's it.
I don't think I'm asleep. Am I asleep?
Anzan's prone.
He has been nothing but a quality travelling companion.
Ask him about Toad.
I've heard the story.
What do you want to do?
What time of day is it?
I mean, it's morning, isn't it? Still.
It's like kind of midday now. These guys are in the pub.
Fine.
Woo. Daytime drinking.
Lads.
Um,
It'll be the postie.
Yeah, I mean, let's just watch, see what happens.
okay.
We're no pays, man. We'll just record a report.
As you sit there, you see a hunched figure, bundled in rags, pushing a rickety wooden hat in the fog.
Chris,
Which
Chris over here, mate.
And she's going from house to house, knocking on doors.
Also, does she?
Bring out your dead.
Yeah.
This one's
So,
not bad. Yes, he is.
Sure. As she gets up,
Feeling better.
Oh, if you're dead later.
I think I'll go for a walk.
so she goes from house to house, knocking on doors. Most of the time, no one answers. When she does, this woman is trying to peddle her wares. So she's offering customers. You can overhear her saying, "I can offer you an escape from this misery and despair of everyday Barovian life."
Can I say what she's dragging?
She's got a cart.
What's in the
cart?
cart, mate? Can I say?
So she's giving over these little. She's giving over little what look like pastries, and you can see what they're paying her in either in gold. But you see her going up the street towards the main crossroads.
No, I'll just leave her. I'll just watch her.
All right.
Who cast detect undead before?
I could shoot her.
I could
Option 2.
steal the wagon.
So she gets to her house. Things gotta be, don't you? She gets to her house and you see her take. She takes payment in the form of a small child from these people as she hands over the pastries.
Whoa. Right,
And she just casually stuffs him in a sack and straps him down to a pedal cart and starts to make her way along the path.
Nah.
Right, I'll jump out of the bush.
Yeah, get it dead.
Shall I kill her or not?
Fucking right. This is a weirdo.
I'll draw my bow.
Right, I'm gonna shoot her with me crossbow.
You're gonna shoot her straight off of you.
They're not even going to talk to her. Oh, God.
Fuck her.
This is obviously a beast.
Stealing kids, man.
Right, so
Not stealing.
she's doing her best to basically head towards the square in the village. So she's moving away from her position.
I'll change that. I'm gonna intercept her and see what she's doing.
Okay, so you guys
Big
are following
look.
up.
Watch me back.
Got it.
Right, so I'll shout, "Excuse me, mate."
And she doesn't. She kind of ignores you, and she keeps trying to move away from you.
And then I
towards the
shout,
centre.
"Oh, your bed."
She turns around and looks at you and says, "Yes. How can I help you, young man? Do you want to buy some of my wares?
What wares are you selling?
Cakes. These cakes will take you away from this place."
No, it looks like... Oh, I'm not there.
Sounds like enough I had at a party once. I said, what's with the child in the bag?
What child? What bag?
Don't items.
Oh, you mean my payment? The villagers do not need these children. They are a burden upon them. They don't need them. But I can use them.
And how would you use them?
My way. I'm not. I do not want to give away my secrets. I will go away on my way now. I shall go.
Creepy.
How much for the child?
How much for the child?
Oh, you're getting flashbacks of Toad, mate. Honestly.
Oh, I can give the child back this time to the family. I don't really need him anyway. Here you go. And she opens the bag up and just lets him go. I will go along my way now, and I shall head back to where I live.
I want to check out your car before you go. Kind of a moot.
Yeah. What you find is what look like pastries in a bag. They look rather kind of nice pastries, apart from obviously they're made by a hag. But yeah, I mean, look quite good. Because I make those pastries in my mill.
Where's your mill located?
It's a while from this village. It's not important to you.
It might be.
It's definitely important to everybody.
Wait,
Mm.
I'm reading the poem thing.
What, read of the poem?
I'm reading the tarot cards. I'm
yeah.
having a quick read to see if that might be helpful at all.
You might need to explain to the other guys about that, actually.
Oh yeah. So I had a tarot card reading. Well, we had a tarot card reading as a group, and basically the Madam. I should have written everyone's names down. Eva, Madam Eva.
That's it. Yes.
That'll do.
Yeah. She basically gave us a little tarot card reading and gave us little hints, and basically it's like a quest series of things to do.
We're one of them.
No, I don't, we sort of get. Well, no, we're not. But I dropped
might be.
Nest of ravens. Hags might have ravens.
Possibly.
Maybe.
So I ask again. It says, "Where's your mill? How many days walk is it?" Say?
It's not far travel. I travel there in a day, and I come here most days to collect payment for my pastries.
What's special about your pastries?
Just they taste very nice, but as you can see, I have none left.
So why would someone pay you with a child for a pastry or a cake?
Because it takes them away from the struggles of every day, and they do not need the burden of these children.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Can I see your face at all?
She's got like all cowled up. She's all covered up and bundled up in rags.
Can I see your hands?
She's an old lady.
Mm. Are you writing gents that are on the way or not?
Well, them guys are in their pub, so they don't really know what's going on, do they? So it's only you two.
Prego does.
Prego and you, the only
I'm
two.
not happy about it, but I also want to find out more.
Well,
which way she's walking, Chris?
She's not. She's walking. She's walking out the. I mean, she's trying to. Obviously, she walked towards the village square. On the village square, she's going to try and obviously get back on, probably on one of the main roads to get back to wherever she comes from. There's one main road that goes right through the village, the old Slavic Woods Road, which basically you guys travelled along to get to. Well, you didn't actually, because you travelled straight through the woods, didn't you, last time? So, yeah. So there's a you went cross country mofos. So you can basically travel if you wanted to. You could travel in either direction, knowing where you guys are, where you came from, and the Vizanti brought you. You kind of know there's kind of two ways out, basically.
Right, I'll turn around and go, babe, like, you can go on your way.
Okay. She goes, do you have any money? I have information I could share with you.
What information?
Well, do you have money?
Depends on the information.
I have information about Strahd.
How much would it cost to hear this information?
You're a tight arse, eh?
You just carry on paying, Victor.
5 silver pieces.
5.
That's pretty cheap.
2 cents to find me money.
Anyway, so you're going to pay her?
Yeah, pay her 5.
Okay.
Greedy bitch.
She tells you, she does Strahd, mastery of the land and the weather. And his
Sorry, say that again, I missed that.
spies include a Visanti. Strahd has mastery of the land and the weather, and his spies include the Visanti.
His auntie?
The Visanti.
The Visanti.
Who's
The
that?
Visanti.
The guy
Tells
from
you,
That's who brought us here.
Oh.
she tells you of a Visanti camp on the shores of the Tazur pool, where you basically where you came from in the first place, where you met Madame Eva. Madame Eva. And she tells of another Visanti camp, which is on the outskirts of Valky. Which, if you remember, as I fill in the gaps for you guys, that's where Ismark asked you to take Irina as well.
Sounds like a good idea.
And she then explains that, do you have any more money? I have more information on Strahd.
Keep paying the woman.
You're
One
back
gold.
from the paper,
1 gold crown this time.
Oh shit, she's getting expensive.
Go on then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strahd has undead enemies in Barovia. Name me the fallen knights of the Silver Dragon.
I think we got them already.
These can be found in the ruined mansion west of Valky. And also Strahd has a temple with a secret in it, carefully guarded. And it's near the Tselenka Pass, she explains.
The temple needed what pass?
The Tselenka. TSOLENK.
Writing this down.
Pass.
And she's, but I will trouble you no longer, and I shall go.
Can I buy a cake if you got any left?
I have no cake. Get one for my meal. Adventurer.
How long will it take you to get it?
I'll be back tomorrow with my cakes.
You keep
I
one.
hope you have pay.
If you,
I hope you have payment.
what's the pay? Well, how much it cost?
Depends what you have, but we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Whoa. Negotiations like Brexit, isn't it? Come on.
The cakes usually cost 1 gold piece.
Or a child.
Or a child.
Like if you want a shit wizard.
I would still need a gold piece to look after that shit wizard.
You need more than one.
If you keep me a cake back, I'll give you 2 gold pieces.
You don't want me anyway, I'm teething.
Anyway, so she goes on her way.
Right.
She heads out the village in a hold on, which way? She will head out the village in a westerly direction along the main road. Towards basically the direction you guys came from. But she's heading out along the road with a car.
Not off road.
No.
Weak.
I've got a big map now, by the way. Look, I've got when I bought the book, you get some awesome stuff with it.
Cool.
Cool. Look at all that.
Look shit.
You look can't see it. So
Helpful.
Did you get what you... Sorry, we'll do that.
How are we getting on in the tavern? Because
you guys are just sat in the tavern.
So drunk.
Yeah, I was gonna say fucking Jaeger
Can I
bombs.
still back into the bush before we go back to the tavern?
You going back to the bush?
Yeah.
Can you check see if she's in the house though? Because clearly Brago has been watching you.
I had one eye on the house the whole time.
Oh, I forgot you're a lizard, didn't you? So you got. Yeah, acceptable.
Yeah, the house is exactly the same as it was before. I mean, I think
Shit.
from the information I shared earlier, I don't think she's going to come outside because she's scared of Strahd.
Shall I try to break in?
No,
Why?
it's not worth it. I don't think it's worth it.
Shite rogue. Bet you dinner.
Anyway,
break it
so
if you tried.
5 gold pieces, I do.
Go on then.
Oh!
Just fuck us camping right up.
Proper.
and the rogue dies instantly. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird how that happened?
Shouldn't eat that cake.
Haven't got one?
No.
Right, well, tavern. That was it.
Yeah, so we're in the tavern. I mean, any sign of this guy?
Should I revisit the have we got the cards written down from what we did with the card reading, or should you want to revisit those?
Well, if they watched Combined Ops YouTube channel, they would have seen.
Right, I've got the brief version that I wrote down, so it's probably wrong.
Yeah.
So the first card was the tome. There's a word I can't read because it's my writing. It was Sleeping Prince, Servant of Light. It looks like Hotter of Darkness, Mother of Darkness.
Is Brother of Darkness.
Brother of Darkness.
That's what it says. It says Treasure Within. And then the next card was Holy Symbol, Transmuter, Place of Dizzying Heights, Store itself is alive. Stone itself is alive.
The beast sits on a dark throne.
There might have been that. That was the last one, wasn't it? Then there was Rogue, Nest of Ravens, Find Prize, and then Enemy, Search for Troubled Young Man, Home is his prison, and then Beast sits on his dark throne.
Cool.
There we go.
So basically the cards were read to the guys, and I think you've basically covered it there. So you've got that covered. So
do we think is Tina is the troubled young man because home is his prison?
Could be. She could have a bit of a secret going on.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking.
So yeah. So
sort of another joke there, but I'd best leave it.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, so
What's that noise?
Ghosts.
Are you gonna go ask that woman if she's got a fucking penis?
right.
Feeling the hands of the dwarf on it.
Anyway,
watch it grow.
Anywho, so you're all back in the pub together, I'm assuming. Have you told them about the old lady?
I thought I was still outside.
I thought I was still at the house.
What? Yeah, why are we going to the pub? We don't know anything. No, we're still watching.
Okay.
We're waiting for them to get back. We're watching the house.
Okay. So as the day continues, basically forwards, Ismark basically is heading towards the tavern. So,
Oh, nice one.
so he wanders in the tavern, comes through the door.
Ask him how he's been.
There's
out and
Mark,
about?
me old mucker.
I've been out and
How you
about.
doing?
What's it got to do with you, Bean?
Just-
What's it? You? Why is that your business?
Right, don't be a prick, right?
Okay.
Have a beer, chill out. Let's go up to the
uh,
mansion or the place. Let's get your sister out because she doesn't believe us. Yeah, let's not fan about it.
You guys are here to help me now.
Well, that was what was discussed yesterday.
It's for a large payment of money, wasn't it?
Does he not want to talk to me now, does he? Is he finished?
So I'm just writing something down. Yeah. So he says, okay.
The wizard is a knob, Roger.
Yeah. Wizard is dead. I wrote down. Yeah. So he says, yeah, okay. Let's go and find. Let's go and see Irina. I'll explain who you are. It's a shame you couldn't remember her name when you actually spoke to her last time.
Well, that wasn't me, mate. I do apologise. But just on the subject of Irina, is it a guy?
It's my adopted sister.
Does she have
What do you mean?
What
do you mean? Is
she could be a doppelganger or something, or a changeling or something?
No, she's a female.
No, I
She's a
just had a
lady.
hunch. Okay, cool. No, that's cool.
Okay.
Yep.
So, she had a bulge.
Is that your coin purse? Do you keep it
No,
in a cucumber?
So you get down to the mansion. She opens the door this time, and a striking young woman with auburn hair stands before you.
All right, mate. So we were telling the truth. Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Hey.
So as you enter the mansion, the interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures show signs of great wear. Noticeable oddities of the boarded up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room. And as you enter the side drawing room, on the floor lies a burgomaster, lying in a simple wooden coffin, surrounded by wilting flowers and a faint odour of decay. Irina says, me and my brother, we made this coffin for our father.
It's a very nice coffin.
Thank you, stranger.
Can see he was a short man.
He was quite short.
Yeah.
Is that red
But
velvet?
we daren't take him to the church with what's being held in the church at the moment.
What's
in the church?
Light bulb.
Have you not heard the screams and not been up there yet? Have you not been to the church?
No.
We have not.
Okay. I think you probably need to visit the church and see for yourself. But we can't use the church at the moment.
Why was in the church?
It isn't safe.
We'll send the wizard.
Church.
I mean, you really need to go and visit.
Just tell me what's in the goddamn church.
Donovich is in the church. He is holding.
Donovich.
Donovich. He's holding something there, something evil. But he's trying to save it, but I don't know if he can or not.
He's trying to save something evil.
From being more evil.
I'm going to call it a werewolf. I'm going to call it now. It's a werewolf.
Right.
Have you met the nice lady that's selling cakes?
The lady who's selling cakes.
You.
Yes, I'm like. Oh, I don't know about that.
Just ask her. Just
The lady who's selling cakes?
Aye. No.
Have you seen her knocking about the doors?
Oh no. Has she taken more children?
Uh,
Not this time.
fuck
Does she
you.
take them often?
They never come back.
Where does she take them?
She takes them to the mill,
The
Just-
mill.
to bone
Where?
grinder mill.
Oh,
Sounds nice.
sounds like a lovely holiday for the kids.
We're all going
But I have no way of saving them.
Why?
Because you can't leave the house.
The house is attacked. We've been attacked by wolves and other terrible creatures, night after night for weeks.
This is every night.
My father's heart couldn't stand it, and he died 3 days ago.
Have you
And
killed any of these wolves?
And strangely, since his death, the house has not come under attack.
Now he's turning dead again. See if he springs
Nobody's-
up and runs off.
Nobody's been brave enough to help me carry my father to the graveyard.
We'll do it.
I ain't carrying anything. Just,
I
I was thinking we should just hold cremation in the garden.
I didn't help with the bed in the church, so I'm not helping with this.
You set the fucking bed on fire.
Language.
her brother then interjects with, Irina, we must go to Valky and keep you safe there. It is safer there than here. And she refuses. She says, no, not until my father is taken to the graveyard and buried.
Right, off to the church, troops.
Yeah, let's do it. I want to get food. I want to get paid.
Oh, are we going to the church first? Or are you bringing
No.
these two with us?
Has anyone actually killed a wolf yet? Ask.
Have you
Not-
got any silver in the house?
Not the wolves that have attacked during the night. No, we daren't. We have not dared open the windows or gone outside.
Probably for the best.
There's been so many of them.
Alright, so packs.
But we won't. I can't leave this house until we're ready to leave. And my brother will stay with me and keep me safe in here.
Oh yeah, he'll do a great job.
Good.
Didn't want to come up here in the first place. Now he's fucking a hero.
Right, gents, to the Batmobile and to the church. I reckon.
All right, let's do it. She keeps telling us to. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Or shall we have a quick break?
As in,
A long rest, short rest?
Real time short rest.
I don't think you really need one, do you?
Nah,
We've just had a short rest, so
Well, you have because you've been in the fucking pub.
Well, you shouldn't have volunteered, yeah, so
you don't really gain anything from a short rest anyway.
You guys don't need one. There's no real reason to have one at the moment, because nothing's really happened. So you might as well carry on.
yeah, I agree. Let's go and explore, see what's going on.
Right. So she tells you that she needs a coffin carrying to the graveyard, and she needs Donovich, the local priest, to bury her father before she goes anywhere. So she asks you, can you take the body to the church and get it buried, please?
Yeah. Well, we're not going to take the body. We're not going to take the body straight away. We'll go and.
Let's go investigate the church first, and then
Although that would mean 2 trips, so maybe we should just take the body.
no,
yeah, I
because
vote no.
what happens if something happens to the body? Like the body wakes up?
We kill it.
Not good.
Yeah, great.
No, let's just go. Leave the body.
All right.
Yeah, we'll go back.
So it's getting towards, as you come outside now, it's getting towards twilight, and you can see it's
Great.
starting to get a bit darker, and
A bit wolfy.
kind of like,
Can I use one of my? Can I use an action to bless my weapon? And
you can. Of course you can.
and it creates a light.
Okay, so that lights up the village in front of you. How big is the light, by the way?
It is a light up to 20. It just says it emits bright light for 20 foot.
Yeah.
And dim light
Oh,
for 20 foot beyond that.
Victor, come on. Pause.
What do you want?
We need a bit of light because it's getting dark.
I'm gonna as we leave, I'm gonna be like, right, till we get back, don't open the door to anyone. And then
you think I'm stupid? Do you think,
Well-
do you think I've kept my doors locked for a reason?
You're hiding in a fucking house.
Also, lock the coffin as well, please.
I am going to set my little alarm trappy thing across the front door. So if anyone breaks in while we're away, I should be able to sense it.
Or breaks out.
Okay.
Or breaks out, yeah.
I'd like to spend an action as well.
Yep.
I'm going to use one of my little spell slots, and I'm going to make myself some magic armor.
Okay.
So that little bit of leather I've got makes me magic armor.
Cool.
Mage armor, sorry.
Super.
What does it
And
do?
it-
So,
As we get close to the church, I'd like to cast a spell before we do anything combat.
Okay.
Yes.
we'll get there in a minute. So as you walk up the street in the twilight, the moaning and sobs are floating down the street still from Mad Mary's house.
Shut up, Mary!
She just cries as you walk past there. You walk past the inn, obviously the light, but as you can hear the rustling in the buildings which are empty, and one or two shutters are slammed shut as you walk past and locked of a house which was still occupied. And eventually you work your way up the street until you come to a slight rise, and above that, on top of that rise, there's roots of pillar stone that supports it. There stands a grey sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously been weathered and assaulted of evil for centuries and weary. The bell tower rises towards the back, and a flickering light shines through holes in the shingle roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. As you approach the church doors, the heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire.
Right. I'm gonna just take my short bow out. I'm gonna walk around the back, see what I can see.
Basically, the church really only has one entrance. There's quite high up windows, but there's only one entrance. It's kind of stone-built, old-fashioned church, like actually very high windows, which left of them, which are boarded up, and there's no other entrance or exit out.
Right. So I walk back, obviously around, and tell you the last one.
Can we hear anything inside?
You can't hear anything through the doors or walls.
Cool.
I'm gonna open the door and have a sneak peek if I can.
Right. What's revealed is a 10-foot wide by 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. 4 doors, two on each side of a hall, lead to adjacent chambers. You can see the chapel is strewn with debris, and you hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. Suddenly, the prayer is blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises up from beneath the wooden floor.
Shall we go intense?
What type of scream is it? Is it fucking bestial or human-ish?
Something in between.
Do I recognize it?
So I open the door.
That'll be a no then.
18.
Do it.
18?
Just do it.
You do actually recognise it. You recognise it as it's. You recognise it's
Just
basically
spit it.
I'm about to. It's a human, kind of almost guttural human, but there's something else there as well. It isn't quite.
Like a ghoul.
Like a ghoul or kind of a
Frank and busy.
kind of vampire spawn or it's something not quite
All
right
human.
about what it is. Mm.
Okay, so who's going in first?
I'll go on first.
I wrote the paladin with the heavy armor.
Okay, well, I need 2 more members. I'm going to cast Bless, and I can cast up to 3. Well, I can bless 3 people.
All right.
I can do that too.
Let's go.
You gonna do that as well?
Yeah, I'll bless.
Okay, so we're all blessed for a minute.
Yay.
Boom.
So
As you-
whenever we
Does
make a target makes an attack or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add that number to the roll or saving throw.
Nice.
So everyone gets a plus d4.
Would anyone like mage armor?
I'm already buffed up, so
So it's
Okay.
basically plus 13 armor with your dexterity modifier.
Ooh.
Make some odds.
That'll take me up to 15. I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah. Right, I will touch you where you pee.
Oh, yeah!
So it's 13 plus your dexterity.
Cool. How long does that last for?
8 hours.
Oh, nice. I'm a
It's not
15.
As you guys walk in, you're in a corridor, and off to either side there's 4 doors, and directly in front of you is the main chapel.
Is anyone standing at the chapel?
The chapel is a shambles with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks and candelabra new candlesticks light every dusty corner in a fervent attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church is a claw-scarred altar, behind which kneels a priest in soiled vestments. Next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up into the bell tower.
Right. Do we check the rooms first, or do we go straight for the altar?
check the rooms first.
Straight for the other.
Roger.
Let's split up.
All of a sudden, from beneath the chapel floor, you hear a man's voice shouting, "Father, I'm starving, Father."
Oh, we're fighting a vampire already.
Should have ate your lunch then, mate. Honestly.
Right. We need
You say that?
to bring ourselves down to Charlie and Delta.
Yeah.
So we need James and Andy in one each for healing protection.
So what are you guys going to do? Just walk down and see the priest? Or...
Hold on, we're sorting ourselves out.
Okay.
Somehow.
Well, I'm a tank, so I can take armor, and I've got quite a lot of hit points, so I'll probably go first.
Right.
Did you bring the body with you?
No.
Oh, right.
That was a silly idea.
Don't bring more soldiers to a dead man fight.
So we're doing that. Are we? What?
Right, yeah, so who am I stacking up with?
I mean, are you guys going in stealth? Just stealth out first, and then we come in behind?
We're going to try to check out them rooms first one before we go any further forward.
I think stealth's a good idea.
Mm.
That's a glaze. What does a glaze do? No, I'm not using that.
I'm
Sorry, what? No.
Take you under the moment.
I'm bad at stealth.
Right, so I'll stealth one room.
Alright, I'll do the other.
So I'll do one first door on the left.
I'll go first door on the right.
Roger.
I'll stay exactly where I am.
21.
23.
Oh wait, hang on. Do I get stealth bonuses?
So are you stealthing into the chapel, are you?
No, the rooms.
Into the rooms.
Okay. So, which room are you going into first? Basically, there's a door on each side of you. There's 2 doors on each side of you.
Dave's. Sorry, Sensel's got on the one on the left. I've got on the one on the right.
Okay.
I got 20 something on my stealth check.
So
20,
B,
21.
So you're on the one. You're one on the left, are you?
I'm right.
Right.
I'm left.
Okay. Right. So reading out the one that Anzar's got into. But this dirty, lightless room contains a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress. Mountain above bed, headboard is a wooden holy symbol.
How big is this? holy symbol.
Yeah, take it with you.
Mate, you've got your bear skin.
Fair one. I've got a bed.
Yeah.
How big is this
but
wooden symbol?
It's about sort of like short sword size length.
Oh, take
Yeah.
that.
So it's good size.
Man portable.
Definitely, yeah.
Right. I'm going to take it.
Okay.
I'm going
And give it to the wizard.
And Brago, time and neglect has punched holes in the ceiling of his mouldy room, which contains a few broken roof shingles amid puddles of water. In one corner, set in the floor, is a heavy wooden trapdoor, held shut with a chain and a padlock. A young man's screams of anguish can be heard through the door.
Nope.
Don't open that.
Not
trap
today,
door.
ISIS.
You'd be a fool if you dare.
Okay, so you're going to carry on down to the other two rooms?
I'll start in the next one.
Yeah.
I'm still going to stay still and let these bullet magnets go.
Yeah, I'll go to the next one down on the right. Then.
So this dirty room, which is to Anzar. Anzar, this, yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, that's fine. The guy's busy praying up the other end still, so he hasn't really noticed you guys doing this. This dirty room contains a wooden bed, Mrs. Anzar's, filled with a mattress, next to which rests a small table with an oil lamp burning brightly on it. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden sun-shaped holy symbol.
Sun-shaped symbol. Anybody need one?
What is that? Holy...
Dual wield them in a minute, mate. We'll be stabbing vampires any second.
The next one.
I'll take it. Bring it for me.
Right.
I've already got a holy symbol. So.
Yeah. The one that Brago goes into is an old desk and chair standing against the south wall. A wooden holy symbol mounted above them. A sunburst 10-foot-long iron rod attached to the north wall stands bare, suggesting a tapestry once hung there. Against the far wall stands a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors.
I'll check the cabinet.
As you walk in, you can see there's an empty wooden pillar box rests on the seat of a chair. The drawers are open and contain a few sheets of blank parchment and quill pens and dried up jars of ink. The wooden cabinet contains very little. It has a tinder box, a few wooden boxes full of candles, and 2 well-used books. Hymns to the Dawn, a volume of chants in the Morning Lord, and the Blade of Truth, the use of logic in the war against diabolist heresies as fought by the Old Mist Inquisition.
Is this like Skyrim? If I read it, my stats get better.
You've got to make the noise as well.
Yeah. As you look at the book, it's a strange book. It mixes logic exercises with lurid descriptions of fiends worshipping cults.
Cool, I'll take that. That sounds interesting.
Okay.
Also, I'll grab the other holy symbol. I don't know why. I just feel like they might be useful.
Okay. As you leave those rooms, you hear once again, "Father, I'm starving. Father, feed me. Father, I need feeding, please."
Right, let's go.
You can hear the priest still murmuring chants.
Victor, go and chat to the priest.
On it.
And Gert, go with him. You're a priest. You might relate.
I'll go as well because I've got quite good persuasion, and I'm a paladin. So.
He finally notices you guys stood there and turns to you. His voice is hoarse and weak. He looks a little bit mad. He looks a little bit mad. Look a bit crazy in the eyes, and he explains that a little more than a year ago, his 20-year-old son Daru and several other villagers stormed the castle Ravensloft in revolt, having been lured there by a wizard in black robes who came to Barovia from a faraway land. And for more information, by all accounts, the wizard died by Strand's own hand, and so did Daru, who returned to his father as a vampire spawn. Donovich was able to trap his son in the church undercroft, where he remains to this day. Daru hasn't fed since he was imprisoned and cries out to his father at all hours. Meanwhile, Donovich prays day and night, hoping that the gods will tell him how to save his son without destroying him.
Okay, so what's the crack?
Guys,
I mean, can I persuade him that his son is a lost cause and the best way to save him is if we kill him?
Yeah.
No.
whoa.
No, please, no.
Yeah.
Leave my son alone.
Do it.
Troubled
But
young,
obviously,
troubled young man. Home is his prison.
Oh.
What?
Yes.
Oh. Whose phone's next to the microphone? Is it me?
Don't know. What might be mine. Move mine
I'm
away.
getting interference.
It's not mine, I don't think.
I hear nothing.
Don't know whose it is. So
The
somebody-
troubled man, yeah. But did it say the troubled young man like that's wealthy?
Is this his home? Is this his?
It was.
Make a make a an arcana. Make a
Oh, Arcana. I'm good at that one.
check with it.
No, you're not.
History.
I am all over Arcana here. I'm good at history. +4
Like
history.
everyone make history, or
Just whoever's got a decent.
I'm not in there anyway.
No, I'm not doing history.
21.
Nice.
oh, that's much better than me.
I mean, you can reason that the guy you're looking for is the arch enemy of, and is going to kill Strahd. This guy's basically insane and trying to save his son.
That's what I thought.
It's not necessarily.
Is he not part of the what that Madame Eva said? Servant of Light.
Madam Eva, gave you some instructions, didn't she, through the cards?
Yeah.
So it's just really working out if those cards were,
She's a servant. He's a servant of Light. Isn't he?
He is a servant of light, yes.
So that's how we can help.
There's nothing.
Is a sleeping prince, seven of light, brother of darkness, treasure within.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? Killing him?
No.
I think so.
I think he's trying to help.
Yeah. Well,
He asks, have you seen the spirits? Have you seen the spirits?
Yes.
You've seen the spirits?
Potentially.
I mean, do the zombies count?
No, not the zombies in the village.
Is it
No.
Top shelf of that tavern count.
What spirits?
What spirits? Have you not seen the? Are you adventurers?
Yes.
Of sorts.
Have you not seen the spirits of the dead adventurers who rise up from my graveyard
No.
Nope.
and proceed to walk the road towards Castle Ravensloft?
No.
may I watch from your tower?
It will happen at midnight again tonight, like it does every night. Also, have you met Arena?
Yes.
Mm.
It's Tina. Is
She was found in the woods, at the edge of the woods.
Do you like her? Is she a nice woman?
Near the pillar stone. She's a nice girl,
Yeah, we're friends.
but I don't think she's a burgomaster's daughter, natural daughter.
guys. Let's not say anything.
And she has no memory of her childhood. Do you not find that strange?
I mean, I'm very forgetful.
Anyway, how can I help you?
It's Tina is in need of burying her father.
Okay,
And she'd like you to perform the burial.
we can do that at dawn. We can bury him. Can I expect you to help me bury him?
We will.
The rogue's really good at digging holes.
He's got 2 daggers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do now? Obviously, this boy is still screaming in the undercroft.
What's
the priest is adamant.
I mean, I kind of want to kill it because it goes against
That's
like.
his son.
Yeah, but
the
I'm
priest is
lawful
begging.
good, and this
Yeah,
thing
but-
is evil.
Yeah, I know, but also you could argue that you wouldn't because the priest is asking you not to.
He's on his
Yeah,
knees begging you not to kill his son.
Well, we haven't said we're going to kill his son, so he can get up.
Cut his fucking head off!
I mean, priest, are you aware of any cure?
I'm searching for one. I keep searching for one. I think if
Can-
you killed Strad, he'll be freed from his torment.
Right, well, that's the plan anyway.
that's-
Can we roll a investigation or like a history thing if we know that or not?
We might need to. I think we need this like information before we fight Strahd. So
We need the Book of Strahd.
yeah,
Where do you get this information from?
Yeah, you need more information. This yeah, I mean, yeah, you need more. So, where's my? Sorry.
So we're just going to
So,
wait till dawn
basically,
then.
what
And
you-
no, we're
No,
gonna wait till
well,
midnight and watch these ghosts walk away.
Yeah, we're
the
gonna watch the
ghost-
spirits, aren't we?
yeah, sweet.
So where you
I'm
going to
down
watch
with
that
Somewhere high up and out of the way.
And a defendable location.
from? Okay. Well, I mean, you could head back to the tavern if you wanted to.
No, we're not going to see anything in the tavern, are we?
I know, but it's some might come out and like try to chew us.
We marched down through the village and out along the road. So
Oh. Why don't we just follow them?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's follow him.
Stay here till midnight and just follow along.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
I mean, it sounds like a terrible idea, but let's just do it.
Okay.
Well, if it fucking goes wrong, we can blame you.
Exactly.
So you're staying up in the church and waiting for his procession to start.
And we'll talk to the priest more about his son and what he's trying to do. And
You're
So-
just teasing the son.
Yeah. So, but basically, he tells you that we basically walk from a cemetery, and if you want to see them, you have to go outside and leave me and my son alone.
all right, Mr. Grumpy.
Fucking no. What's the crack with that, like? No need for that, mate.
So as you go as you head outside to the cemetery, a fence of wrought iron with rusty gate encloses the rectangular plot of land behind the dilapidated church. Tightly packed
shit.
gravestones, surrounded by fog, bear the names of souls long past. All seems quiet. Then, at midnight, an eerie green light suffuses the graveyard, and from this light emerges a ghostly procession, waving images of doughty women toting great swords, wood-wise men with slender bows, and dwarves with glittering axes, and archaically dressed mages with beards and strange pointed hats. All these march forth from the graveyard, their numbers growing by the second.
Which way they're walking?
They're walking out. They're walking out past out the cemetery, out past the church, down through the village, and they take basically hold on, which direction will it be? They take a westerly turn out the village.
So Ravensloft is west,
Mm.
more or less, from where we are.
Can we try and interact with them? Like, can we ask them questions?
No, they will not communicate. There's nothing. We just walk through you. They just walk past you. They're not. I mean, make a Arcana check. Somebody with a good
I got this.
intelligence.
+4. 14.
Yeah, you can sense there's no
Malevolence.
malevolence. That's the word. There's no malevolence in them at all. They are what they are. They're just spirits walking.
Let's go back to the church and bug the dad for a bit.
I mean, it's night time. Are there any wolves around?
There's nothing around you. You can hear things like howling in the distance and stuff, and out there, but there's no danger
Are we just gonna
for you.
just head back to the tavern then? Head back to the tavern, get our heads down, and then go over to the mansion tomorrow morning. Pick up the burgomaster, get him buried.
I would leave him there because I reckon that thing's gonna come up and bring him back somehow.
Nah, I'll be fine.
So, I mean, that night, again, you have those dreams again of a shrouded, cloaked man stood on a battlement, staring out down onto the village. And then he's gone again. And then you guys wake up in the morning, dig a hole, and bury the body. Donovich, the priest, prays to the Morning Lord, and prays for Kolyan Idovich's deliverance from Barovia, the burgomaster. He then takes you guys to one side, and he urges you to take Irina away and far away from Castle Ravensloft as possible.
That's the plan.
He suggests that you take her to the abbey of St. Markovia in Kresix, or failing that, the fortified town of Valky.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Right, well.
So you've got two locations you could take her to. The abbey of St. Markovia in Kresix, or the fortified town of Valky.
Someone from Valky. Enemy of undead enemies of Strahd, I'm sure that was said.
Undead enemies.
Yeah.
Is that where they are at that place?
I'm sure that's what he said. I didn't write it down.
So, obviously, you leave the priest to his son. I don't know if you want to. I mean, you're not going to go and murder his son. So,
no, we won't do that yet.
You'll leave.
Yet.
Can you go see the son and see if he is just a vampire or if there's something else?
His son's in the Undercroft, and he's a vampire spawn. Basically, he hasn't been fed for a long time, so he's just screaming out to be fed human blood.
And he's super weak.
I'm not human.
Not human blood in general. And yeah, it's up to you if you guys want to.
You want to chat with him? No,
you can hear him. You can hear him hissing through the grates in the floor. I can smell your blood.
Like Silent to the Lamb style.
Yeah.
I can smell your, you know what?
Yeah.
That makes you sick.
Yep. I can smell your blood.
So what we're doing then?
We're gonna either take her now and leave the son alive, or we're gonna put a cap in the son's ass.
No, he's underground. Let's just.
I reckon we'll just leave him for now.
For now, yeah, we'll be back.
And then
shall we? Who's got the key for the sunlight?
Basically, he's got the key.
Can we?
But he's not willing to give it to you. He just won't. He doesn't want to hand it over. He doesn't, under any circumstances, want to see his son be killed by you.
No, we're not.
Sorry, we can pick the lock. It's fine.
No,
we don't need to do it. Let's just leave it.
Just keep the key so we can let him free.
I mean, I do like that idea.
Yeah, we'll option to him if he doesn't hand it over.
There's no option two.
He's not really. I just say he doesn't really. He doesn't want to give you the key. He's controlling where this whole situation he feels, and he doesn't want to endanger his son any more than he already is.
Right. Okay. Let's take the wench.
Okay.
I think that's probably the next throw.
So when you get back to the mansion, past Mad Mary's crying house.
Has anyone checked on Mad Mary? We know why she's crying.
But you were told in the pub a couple of nights ago that she basically
She's trying to paint the eyes on her Space Marine and she messed it up.
Yeah.
Wrecked the whole thing.
she forgot to bore out.
Leave her alone and she's been through enough.
Yeah, when she was doing a stormbolt, somebody pointed out she hadn't bored out the barrels. So she tried to do that and messed one up, and she's absolutely good.
More bands.
Yeah, it happens to us all.
She's not happy about the campaign for the desert, saying it's saying it's unbalanced.
Yeah, she thinks it's unfair, and there's lots of gamey people involved in it.
That's another chat.
That's another chat. That's an offline one. No, basically, her daughter went missing, and she thinks basically the vampires have got her, or something equally as bad.
Vampires or vampire?
Well, she knows there's vampires spawn all over the place, and there's vampires, and there's undead, and there's werewolves, and there's what is that on the screen? I hope that isn't what I think it looks a bit like.
Nah, that's way too big.
Yeah, there's all sorts of creatures of the night living in this land, which could have taken her daughter.
She wasn't one of the zombies, was she? Daughter.
Oh,
No, they were all man-sized zombies, wasn't he? Small children-sized zombies. So you haven't hacked a head off, or you haven't pulverized it with your hammer to make sure it was dead. So, is Mark at the mansion with Irina, and they're adamant that they're going to go to Valky. That's probably the safest place. But as Mark has pointed out, that to get there, they really have to pass by Ravensloft.
There's always a catch.
where's that Abbey?
The Abbey is, he said it's even further away, and it could be safer, but it would take longer to get there. He feels that getting to Valky first would be the best thing to do, and then we can make a plan from there.
Isn't that what Madam what's her face said about a crow nest of crows?
Yeah, nest of ravens.
Yeah, that's the one. So that we probably might come across that on our travels.
Yeah, there's other elements such as the nest of ravens you can use. Obviously, you're trying to piece together her cards at the same time.
So I think we should go to Valkyrie.
Yeah. Valkyrie.
Yeah, Valkyrie.
Yeah, you can go there. So that's really probably half decent spot to stop at.
Okay.
1 o'clock. That makes sense.
Yep.
Is it 1 o'clock? Holy shit, huh?